I think it looks like
No,
shit.
it looks fine. I'm saying we fixed everything beforehand.
I think it's too dark.
No, it's great. No, it's my phone. My phone's high quality. Like, it looks really good.
I mean, yeah, it's high quality, but like,
but it's like better than your webcam.
We tried to do the sunset thing, and it's
because it didn't work out.
Well, because there were wasps.
Well, because we took too long, and I'm scared of wasps.
There were wasps outside, so we couldn't do an aesthetic.
You didn't have to bring the wasps up.
We couldn't.
If you didn't say wasps, I would have gone
Well,
outside.
I mean, I just know you're sensitive about that.
I'm scared of wasps. I'm very scared of wasps.
I know you're sensitive about that. So
you know what, we'll talk about this later.
Okay, let me unmute the mic.
Oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Hey everyone.
Uh-oh.
We were not muted.
We weren't muted that whole time.
I'm so embarrassed.
That's crazy.
Shoot.
Wow. I can't believe we weren't muted.
Yeah, let's get our sody pops.
Hey,
let's have some
clinks.
Oh, these are plastic.
These are plastic.
Wow, I actually didn't know that until right now.
Yeah, a little ASMR for you Spotify listeners.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Chat.
Who?
Chat.
Chat. Oh, I thought you said Chat. I was like, I didn't know we were doing a specific person.
Happy birthday to Chat. And I hope you have a great day.
I hate those, like, the ASMR TikTok lives. With the, okay, like, I get it, but at the same time, the ones where they're, like, stirring a soup of, like, marbles?
Of, like, beads or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice as hell.
Those are nice, but it's the ones where they have, like, the ear microphones, and they're, like, all up in the ear.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I hate that.
Well, they have to have the ear, because those are the proper ones.
Yes, but, like, I don't know. It gets really weird.
I like it.
You do?
Like, I'm not, like, super into it. Like, I wouldn't say I'm part of the ASMR community, but if I pass by one that's, like, okay. You know what it is? It's when they do two things. Heartbeats. Can't do heartbeats.
Ooh.
Creeps me out.
Yuck.
I was watching a very popular VTuber that I follow, Shy Lily.
Yes.
She's recently started doing ASMR stuff again. I'm like, she has a pleasant voice. I'll tune in. And it was just like, she had it up to her heart. I'm like, oh.
Ew, I can't. That's...
So, I watched the VOD back later. She had that up for like 3 hours. I'm like, I actually can't watch that.
Oh.
I was down for like the whispering stuff. Whispering sometimes that gives me chills.
Yeah.
Sometimes
whispering is really nice.
Yeah, I like that.
Me too.
Especially when you like over enunciate like P's and T's and stuff. Like,
I like that too.
yeah, that's okay. And like, oh, you know what one's good is when they'll like do the scratching.
Oh yeah, scratching is
that's nice. And the sniffing one. I kind of like that one.
Okay, you had me in the first half.
Sorry, I only said scratching. What did you say?
What'd you hear?
Just the scratching one.
Right.
That's all, and then I stopped talking.
Yeah. Anyways, I hope everyone...
I think you haven't tried it. I think
I hope everyone has had a good week of their favorite ASMR things.
Yeah, if you partake, why and when and with
when
who?
And how, let me know.
Yeah, I don't actively follow any ASMR creators, but I appreciate the art of it, and it takes a lot to like not creep me out by it.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not easily creeped out, but like with like bodily functions, I don't really want to know. Yeah, you know what I mean?
As someone who's like kind of a hypochondriac, yeah, that's I can't do like heart, like stuff that happens like under my skin. I can't think about that.
If it feels medical, then I don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah, I don't. Now I like the like they'll be like, oh, let me give you a haircut. I like that stuff. Let me wash your hair. That's I love.
Oh, that one's nice.
Well, the actual videos of like spas where they show like them washing somebody's hair, that is really relaxing. That'll put me to sleep. But like the food stuff and like you said the medical stuff, I cannot do that. It just
I don't want to know.
Out.
I don't even want to know my own heartbeat.
No, like that stuff literally makes me like have a like a hypochondriac like episode. Like I get really stressed out, really freaked out.
It freaks me out.
I can't do it.
Real quick, hello to the Twitch chat. Hello everybody in Twitch.
Hello.
For the Spotify listeners, we do these live every single week.
Yes.
So if you'd like to participate in the chat, right now we have two people who are chatting. We got JT and we got Cubic, so hello to both of them. If you'd like to be part of that, join us on MaeMaeTown.twitch.fart. We got the domain back, by the way.
We did. It took some negotiating, but we got it back.
Convincing, but we talked to a little piece of poop and we won.
Exactly.
And we won.
And I want to give a special shout out to those of you who are watching or listening in the future on Spotify and YouTube.
Of course.
Thank you so much for checking out the podcast.
You guys are what pays the bills.
You guys keep the lights on.
These lights.
These very harsh lights.
They're bad.
They are awful, but we're not in our usual setup, which is remote.
Yeah.
But not in my room and not in his room. So we're having to kind of, makeshift the situation. But
we're local today, and we had a lot of tech issues. So originally this episode was actually supposed to be outside, and we might try to jimmy up a second bonus episode. No promises.
Yeah.
If we can get something going outside, because I would love to do an outdoor one. I think
it's beautiful outside. We are in Florida at the moment, so it's very sunny, very beautiful, palm trees everywhere. This is our second podcast episode in Florida. Yeah. Our last one was back in June. And we are back again for our 1 year anniversary.
Which is in a few hours. September 16th, our 1 year anniversary. I'm very excited because we have some big plans.
We do. We are going to Disney World tomorrow.
Disney World again. Let's go
Disney World.
We love Disney World. I love Disney World.
Yeah, so, it's fun.
I'm pretty excited. And you know what? I'm pretty excited about our 1 year anniversary as well.
Me too.
What's your favorite thing that happened in the past year?
My favorite thing that happened in the past year.
I guess in regards to us, not just in general. I liked when I got my cool snowboard.
I really liked my snowboard.
Yeah, when I pulled off that flip trick on the snowboard.
Yeah.
That was a big win for me.
That Korean barbecue, I mean, this could also be related, but that Korean barbecue meal that we had with Spielerman and his crew.
Oh, that was lovely.
That was actually really
nice.
Nice, and the food was so good.
Yeah.
But I guess, like, more specifically about us, I'm trying to think, because we've done a lot. We've
done a lot.
We've been a lot of places. We've bopped around and stuff like that. I mean, our first trip to Florida was really fun. That was
really special because I hadn't seen anything, and we talked about this in that actual podcast episode, so you can go back and hear all my experiences. But I'm not well traveled at all. I didn't really have the means to be well traveled, growing up. It wasn't until like I don't know my adulthood where I started to have like the more freedom to do so. Not a lot of money still, but at least I can make that decision to travel. So a lot of things are new to me.
Yes.
Now less so this time. I know the area. I've seen a palm tree in person at this point, so that's great. But the first time was quite special for that reason.
I think one of my favorite memories is us driving from Canada to Atlanta. Your first time in the country, right?
Oh, yeah. My first time in the States.
At all?
At all, yeah.
That's right. Yeah, it was your first time in America at all.
My first step into the States was at a gas station called...
was it Home... No, what was it called?
Home Sense.
No. It was like Home Country or something like that.
No, it was Country...
What was it called? I can't believe we can't remember that.
I have a picture.
We were
I have a picture
out.
in front of it.
What was it called? Country. It was in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it was a gas station in Pennsylvania called Country. It wasn't Country Road.
No, it was not Country Road. Country.
What frame was it?
I don't know why we can't remember it, but I'll insert a
Country
picture.
Fair.
Country Fair. Yes.
We got it. We got there eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was my first step. It was. You know what? That was actually probably. God, Christmas in general was just such a lovely time. First of all, I'm a big Christmas fan. I'm not religious even a tiny bit, but I love the holiday season like a lot, a lot. So getting to spend that with you, we're gonna be we knew going into this relationship we were gonna be long distance, so we knew there was gonna be long periods of time where we didn't see each other, and we had to decide, hey. Is this going to be worth it to like invest in? And the answer was very obviously yes. So what I was determined to do was that we were going to spend Christmas together.
Yeah.
And we made that happen. And not only was that a thing that we did, but I also traveled to the States for the first time as well. So I got to see the MaeMaeTown studio I got to meet your family, who were
Mm-hmm.
all lovely. They even got me Christmas gifts, which was so
They
sweet of
did,
them to do
yeah.
that. They really didn't have to. That was they're very kind people.
They're
Though.
very thoughtful. Yeah.
Yeah, they're very like welcoming people as well. So love that, love them. And yeah, we got to drive for 14 hours across the states.
Yeah, you got to skewer America.
Yeah. My first impression was great. I think one of the funniest parts of it was my mother, amazing woman, sweet one. She packed us like these containers of fruits and vegetables, just as like a nice healthy treat on the way out, which is like the sweetest thing.
Yeah.
And we pull through the border patrol, and they're like, "You have any citrus?" So I'm like, "Nope, no citrus." I open it up like we have citrus.
We have, what was it, pineapple?
It was mandarin oranges.
Oh, it was oranges.
Yeah, our
Yeah.
clementines. I'm like, ooh, that would have been a bad first impression, but
Yeah.
it was no, it was fine. We didn't get caught. It was such an eerie feeling being in the
Yeah.
States for the first time. I was just like, what is? Because it's my first time out of country. So not even in the first time in the States, first time out of my country.
Yeah.
So it was like I've never been like away from home before. I've been to almost every province in Canada. Like I've traveled a lot in Canada, but not outside of it.
Yeah.
So that was very, very exciting. So yeah, that's probably one of my top memories as well. Spending Christmas morning with you, I think is gonna be a peak. It's
Yeah.
a peak for me as well.
So special.
So special. I think it was. We went to Waffle House.
Which is a tradition in my family. We
Yeah.
go going to Waffle House every Christmas.
And because everybody was kind of busy during that time of year, that didn't get to happen, but you and I got to go.
Yeah.
Which was amazing. So there was that. It was I was so excited buying you gifts
Oh yeah.
as well.
Me too.
Yeah, and like our gifts were awesome too. Like I think they both went over pretty well.
Yeah. Well, I had to give you yours in Canada because obviously I didn't want you to have to like fly back with a bunch of stuff in your bag. So
I gave
yours.
I gave yours in Canada as well because
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
want to.
'Cause I had
I
my
wanted
phone.
it to be a gift exchange. So we exchanged gifts and we watched The Grinch, which is like that's
Top tier.
That's top tier.
That's like I think that's my favorite Christmas movie.
The Grinch, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The Jim Carrey.
Jim
Grinch.
Carrey specifically, yes.
The other one's fine.
It's like, yeah, it's the original.
But if I'm watching the original or even the new Illumination one, why am I just not watching the Jim Carrey one?
No, you just gotta watch the Jim Carrey one. I didn't even see the new Illumination one.
Neither did I. I don't really want to. I'm
I'm
sure
good
it's
on
fine.
that.
Like I'm sure it's fine,
Yeah,
and that's it.
yeah.
Yeah, they didn't need to make another one, but whatever.
That's what they do though these days. They make the remakes, the reboots, all that stuff because
Yeah.
they want to make money off of it. But we all know that you can't touch the Jim Carrey classic.
You can't. It's Jim.
can't.
It's Jim.
It's Jim.
Until Jim gets super canceled, which I don't even think he's
I don't think
capable
that's
of being canceled.
possible.
No, not at this rate. He's already hit his peak of his career.
Yeah.
So
Well, he's also been just super transparent about his thoughts and feelings. Like,
yeah,
I can't see him like being controversial in a way that would get him canceled. It's like everybody just knows that Jim Carrey is like his mind is open.
Yeah.
You know? Like so anything he says nobody's going to really bat an eye at because he's just that kind of guy, you know?
that's true. That's true.
But no, I love Jim.
Yeah, and I think he assisted in making that Christmas extra special.
Yes.
Yeah.
He did.
So yeah, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna agree with you. I think that my first drive across the states, my first time in the states, staying in Ohio. Where was it? Cleveland.
Cleveland. I was sick.
You were sick, but it was like our first night staying, like over there,
Yeah.
and we were watching Hunger Games. The only thing that made it bad is you were sick, so like that sucked.
I was very sick and I had
Yeah.
to drive back to Atlanta sick.
Which wasn't
So-
great. So that was a bad part, but everything else was good.
Yeah.
Everything else was good.
So my first impression of Cleveland was not good because it was winter and I was sick with some kind of like fever and I don't even know. I needed to take cold medicine, so it was like
yeah, you
not
had like a
fun.
stomach bug thing.
Yeah, it was just bad. It was bad.
It was bad, but it was beautiful there, though.
Yeah.
I do remember that. We walked around, and it was gorgeous. They had all the lights up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They had that nice, like, town square where people were skating around. So overall, very positive impressions, mostly
Yeah.
of Cleveland, but I know you were not too into it because of the sickness.
Yeah, I do want to go back because I know
We gotta
that
give it another shot.
we do.
Yeah.
And we're probably, probably going to do that road trip again in December or January.
That's true,
So probably we'll stop there again. Because it's like 4 hours from Toronto to Cleveland.
It wasn't so bad, yeah. It was fine.
Yeah, so it's a good, like, not halfway point, but it's a good stopping point.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've just been in Florida, just hanging out. We've been playing a lot of Fields of Mysteria.
Yeah, to save money, here's the thing. People will be seeing our stories, and I got a couple responses even today. People will see, oh, you're in Florida again. You're on vacation again. Like, you must be well off. I'm not well off financially, chat. Neither of us are. But here's the thing. Florida is the... Ooh,
Give you my drink.
Sorry, was that for me or?
It doesn't matter.
Florida's the cheapest place for us to meet up, and this place is a family owned. So your family owned.
My parents own this place.
So it's free accommodations, and it was like $160 for a round flight for me. Yeah. So not that bad. That's like the cheapest way we can meet up is here. So it sounds like a vacation spot, and it is. I guess I'm on vacation, but like. It's not a big exuberant spending.
It's like a residential kind of area. So it's not like we're on the beach like in a resort. It's just like a neighborhood.
Yeah, and to save money, what we did last time when you were in Canada is we watched a lot of Walking Dead.
Yeah.
We watched a lot of stuff. And this vacation, we've been staying inside and playing a lot of Fields of Mystery together. So we've been saving money where we can.
Yeah, we've also been reserving our energy because we're going to Disney World tomorrow for 2 days.
2 days. Also didn't cost us anything, so don't get mad at me for that.
Not going to get into that, but yes, also saving money there.
Saving money there.
That, like, 1 day of that.
We already did go into it before. I'm not going to go in again.
Yeah,
but...
I get family stuff.
Family, hookups, it's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, like, even just 1 day at Disney World will, like, take you out for a week. So
last time it frigged me up.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, we were so tired.
I know the first time we went, we did the park, all 4 parks in 1 day, which is excessive.
Yeah.
And then the next day you wanted to resort hop.
Yes.
And I was trying to be as enthusiastic and like alert as possible, but I was just like,
I just wanted to go to the Polynesian and eat ice cream.
And we did that.
And we did.
I just remember not wanting to leave that seat. When we sat down, I was like, please, I can't do this. I can't.
Well, it's so, like, the Polynesian especially is so relaxing. Like, it smells amazing in there. Like, it's air conditioned. There's just, like, gorgeous foliage all over the place. And then you walk outside and it's just beautiful, like, Hawaiian music. And, so I understand. I also was so tired, but...
I'm like, I don't know if I have it in me to walk around all these resorts, but I'll definitely sit down and... I'll sit. That's what I'll do is I'll sit.
You gotta get a pineapple Dole Whip.
Yeah, I think that's kind of necessary for sure.
You have to. It's so good.
Noodle in the Twitch chat says you got to get them steps in. I had my Fitbit on me last time, and we did 35,000 steps plus. I think it was 35,000 we did, and that was like excessive for any human.
We probably won't do that many tomorrow, just because we're not doing all 4 parks. We're not gonna do Epcot because Epcot's kind of like
Epcot sucks. Let's just say
Epcot kind of sucks unless you're going specifically to like eat and drink. Which even then, like we tried to do some of the rides and all of them sucked.
Remy's piece of poop. What's it called?
Remy's piece of poop. The Ratatouille ride is awful.
It's garbage. It actually gave me motion sickness.
Yeah.
Not from the movement, but like. You're in a little rat car and you're a rat. You're a rat. You run around as a rat, and it's like you're driving past all these screens that make it look like you're a rat running around a kitchen that's about to be killed. Yeah, which is not my personal fantasy.
It's not what I dream about.
No, I didn't. There's nothing in me that wants that experience.
Yeah.
So we didn't do it. I mean, become a rat is what I'm saying.
I just remember because it's one of those rides that's like you're in a car and it's like moving, but it's also like screens the whole time.
The screens freaked me out.
And so I'm just sitting there. We're just going through the ride. I'm like looking around at all the things. You know, you stop and then he's like, "Hey, get out of here!" And then you jolt forward and then you keep going. And I just remember we got to the end of it and I was just like, that sucked.
That sucked.
I did not have fun.
And then you realize, oh, it's for pee-pee poo-poo babies.
Right.
That's who
but
it's
people
for.
Be waiting like 2 hours for that thing.
Yeah. Well, I think it's probably the same reason we were, but we didn't know what the frig it was. Yeah. Of course, we didn't wait in that long line. We got no line, but it's still fine.
We'd had a fast pass for that.
Yes.
But, yeah, that and the Frozen ride, which broke down. I posted on, I think we both posted on our stories, but the Frozen ride sucked, and it broke down right at the very end, but you're like, we were where the animatronics were, which these types of animatronics, they were like the robots, but they didn't have any like markings on them. It was just projection.
Yeah, so it was like a blank face mannequin.
Yeah. So if the lights turned on, it would just be a blank, like, terrifying animatronic thing.
It actually couldn't be more of a nightmare.
It couldn't be more of a nightmare, and so the ride broke down right at that part with Anna and Elsa and Olaf. And Olaf is, like, skating around in a circle, but he, like, kind of stopped.
He's, like, trying to, but he's, like,
yeah.
stuck.
And they're just sitting there, like, when the rides break down, they just sit there and they just blink at you.
Yeah, it's really scary. It's really scary.
And they're then they'll repeat their lines a few times, and then there'll be this guy that comes over and he's like, "Uh-oh, we're having technical difficulties."
What was his name? It was the shopkeeper guy in Frozen.
Yeah, I don't know his name.
Uh-oh. Anyway, it was awful, which is a shame because you think Frozen is like their big IP.
Yeah.
You know, I love Frozen. First of all, I freaking love Frozen.
Yeah.
And you think it would deserve a lot better than that.
Yeah, it was disappointing. I think that was the first time I'd ever ridden that before.
Yeah.
And it was...
I insisted we go on because I'm such a big Frozen fan.
Yeah, it was your first time,
I really want to go. I really got to check out the Frozen ride.
Yeah.
And, like, you can see the emergency exits, which, you know, legally they're supposed to be visible, but you don't notice them in the other rides because it's so immersive. Right. This one, I feel like, here's an icicle here, and then, like, a bunch of signs leading to the emergency exit.
Yeah.
Oh, a snowflake there, and then, like, a fire hydrant.
Yeah.
Sorry, extinguisher. But still, like, it's all, like, it was there was no immersion in it.
Yeah, it really does.
And then my butt got wet because we went down the little hill with the water, and then my butt got wet. So great.
Yeah, there is a little bit of water on the ride.
A little bit of water, but not in a nice way. It's, like, warm and unpleasant and in your pants.
And the funniest part about it was this little girl behind us. She was, like, in her Elsa dress. Like, she clearly was a huge fan of Frozen. And when the ride broke down, her mom started filming her with the flash on because it was dark in there.
Yeah.
And she was like, "So we're on the Frozen ride." This girl's like 8 years old. She's like, "We're on the Frozen ride right now. We just broke down. I'm never riding this ride again." And the mom is like, "Yes, you will. Stop."
She's like, "No."
She's like, "No, I won't."
Not. I'm
I was
actually
like,
not.
Slay, actually.
Yeah. No, she meant it. She was for real.
So funny.
I want to find her, like, socials. I want to see that video.
I was hoping that the TikTok algorithm would bring me back.
Right, you would think.
It didn't.
Because, like, I really want to see, like, her review of all the rides. Because if she's that brutal about it, you know she told off a couple other rides.
Yeah.
The Slinky Dog Toy Story roller coaster sucked.
Yeah, well, you didn't like that one either, right?
No, it was bad. Yeah,
the Slinky Dog Dash, I think if you don't have to wait a single second for that ride, like, sure.
Yeah.
But we had to wait an extra long time, like longer than...
Like, I think if you're younger, that would have been cool. The thing is, like, and I want to go to Canada's Wonderland with you. Because those are, like, the biggest thrill roller coasters you can get.
Yeah.
At Canada's Wonderland. And they're so friggin' cool. And the drops on these things are nuts. I actually had, like, a fear reaction to one of them, which I didn't know I had in me. Because it was doing the climb, and I'm like, all right, let's go. And the climb was really slow, and it kept going. I'm like, I'm actually, like, kind of panicking a little bit. Like, I didn't have a full-on panic attack, but, like, I actually felt the fear. I'm like, I've never experienced this before on a ride.
This is new.
I actually, I gotta get off.
I gotta get off.
Well, I gotta get off the ride. I'm asking you nicely to let me off the ride.
Oh my gosh, that's the worst.
Of course, I did it, and it was fun, but, like, I haven't been on since.
Yeah.
To that one. There's other ones that are frigged up, but that one was, like, especially, like, ooh. That was I think it's called the Leviathan at Canada's Wonderland.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have at Six Flags we have a ride called the Goliath, which is also like the tallest roller coaster, at least in the park.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, I haven't been back to Six Flags because there's been a lot of guns.
We checked out the stats on that. There wasn't a lot of guns.
There was. They're like, well, at least like there have been two recently this year. I think there have been two instances of people bringing guns and
this
like
year.
yes. Yeah.
Source
And,
on that one.
at the Atlanta Six Flags, yeah, there's been like at least one report this year, but I think two reports of people bringing guns in and like.
Yeah, it was one more though. I think
that's
we should
enough
go.
for me.
Oh.
One gun is enough for me.
Yeah,
like,
but
how are they getting in with them? Aren't they like the security at parks is so bad now?
But even in like Canada's Wonderland, they got guns all the time. Like, bah, 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 you know.
Do they?
Yeah.
In Canada?
There was one. Yeah. Canada's got guns.
I know, but like.
They're just more illegal there.
I just figured security would be.
Guns over there is like weed here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everybody's still doing it. It's just one's more illegal than the other.
Right.
Yeah. So the guns are legal here, but no weed.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. It's the opposite over there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's why I like going to Disney, though, because it's like, it's literally the safest place on Earth. Like, truly.
Yeah.
It's like Fort Knox. Like, nothing is getting in there. And so every time I'm there, I have no worries or fears or anything like that because like their security is insane.
Well, because if anything gets through, they'll bring out the Mickey bots and they'll be taken down.
They
so
take
fast.
people down
Yeah.
in plain sight. Like they don't care.
Yeah.
Noodle says the biggest roller coaster I've been on was Gemini at Cedar Point. I can't do roller coasters after that. Oh man.
I love a thrill roller coaster, and Wonderland has like 4 of them. And I think we gotta go. I want to see your reaction to these ones. Do you like them?
I do like roller coasters.
Like the thrill ones?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, we definitely gotta do that then.
The thing is, like, I love them, but I also like accept that I could die at the same time.
I mean, they have a 0% death rate.
I know, but I always,
cool.
even at Disney, I always accept like, oh, this could be it.
I mean, I feel like as soon as I walk out that door.
Right, but when you're on like when you're on a contraption that like puts you at an angle where like you could fall out and break your neck.
Yeah, I feel like that adds to the fear of the specifically Behemoth and Leviathan at Canada's Wonderland. Anybody who's been there will know what I'm talking about. The seats are so frigged because it's just a regular, like, it feels like almost like a gamer chair.
Okay.
And the thing that's holding you in is this plastic disc that goes over your lap.
Oh God.
And that's it. And it has like these weird little handles you kind of have to like. But like that's it. That's all. There's nothing over your shoulders.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's actually crazy. But 0%. It's still 0%. And they've been around for over a decade. So
okay.
They're still safe enough. Hey.
Well, can't say that about Six Flags because years ago somebody got decapitated. But
What's going on at Six Flags?
To be fair, this person climbed into the field part.
Yeah.
Like over the fence, so they weren't supposed to be there, and
Yeah.
the roller coaster came around and decapitated them. Sorry, I probably shouldn't be talking about this in the podcast.
They didn't see that coming.
I don't know what they were thinking. Obviously, they weren't thinking straight, and then they weren't thinking at all.
You gotta
Very quickly. That was the Batman ride at Six Flags. It's right by the
Batman
parking lot.
is like notoriously swift with the justice.
Yes.
So
that ride specifically is right where the parking lot is, so it makes
Yeah.
sense that somebody would just climb over the fence. But yeah,
Ooh.
so the
Noodle
Batman.
says that's what happened at Kings Island with the Banshee. Wait, isn't Kings Island the American brother of Canada's Wonderland? Can you look that up? Somebody in chat look that up.
Kings Island
We drove past one
in Orlando.
No, we drove past one on the way to Atlanta, and I said, "Wow, that's the same.
Oh yeah,
that's the same font as Canada's Wonderland." And then we looked it up, and they are the same park.
Okay. Oh wait, no, wasn't that in Florida?
No, I don't think it was. I'm gonna briefly look it up.
Yeah, look it up.
But I'm curious. But I think that's what
I
it
do
is.
remember you saying that. I just can't remember what state that was in.
Kings, what's it called?
Kings Island. Kings Island.
Park.
Where that at?
Let's see. Activate.
It's Ohio.
Yeah, so Kings
that
Island
makes
is
sense.
Canada's Wonderland. It's just American.
Yeah.
Okay, so that still though. Where is it? Where is it? Let me look this up. Wikipedia.
What are you looking up?
Wiki.
I'm looking up Wikipedia.
Okay, I just want to see. Okay. Owner Six Flags Entertainment Corp. Okay, so it's all owned by the same people.
Six Flags?
Yeah.
Dang, Mr. Six Flags is in his bag.
Shoot. Well, R.I.P.
R.I.P. Yeah.
R.I.P. to those people.
But also Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes is like the licensed product of Six Flags.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
they have also Peanuts.
Peanuts. Yeah.
If you want a cheap IP, you want to show you're poor, get Peanuts.
Get Peanut stuff. Peanuts is big in like Korea, I think.
You know what is also cheap as hell is Sanrio.
Is it really?
Yeah, Sanrio is dirt cheap because like that's why there's so much like shovelware piece of poop video games for Sanrio because people just be licensing it and making games for it. That's why you see it in all like the shops too.
Yeah.
I love Sanrio, love me some Cinnamoroll, but it is not like a point of like what's it called? Quality.
Yeah, but like everybody wants it though.
Yeah.
Do they still have that old man from the ad?
JT, that guy is long dead.
Do they still use him though for advertise? I don't think so.
I don't think anybody owns a TV to check.
I don't think they really advertise Six Flags like that anymore.
No, I don't think so.
No, I never see any marketing for Six Flags, even in Georgia, at all.
Well,
So,
I don't think we have it in. We had a Six Flags in somewhere in Canada.
Really?
I don't know if we do anymore though.
Yeah.
That's how I know the ads.
I think the last time I went to Six Flags was a date, and it wasn't a good date.
Dang. So it was like, first of all, someone got shot, then someone lost their head, and it was a bad date.
And you know what? I think he bought me like a season pass.
Oh, shoot.
And then we stopped seeing each other.
What made the date bad? If it wasn't like too bad to tell.
It wasn't that the date was bad. It was just that he was like, he was cringe.
Like, was he like trying to tell jokes all the time?
No, it's just like, some people, they just like, they don't really have much going for them. They're just kind of cringe.
No.
It was like, at first it was exciting, and then I realized like, oh, this is just how this is his life,
Oh, gotcha.
And he doesn't have any plans to go anywhere.
Well, he plans on going to Six Flags.
Yeah, to Six Flags, which was kind of like, we can go to Six Flags, but
yeah, that's it.
Where else?
Well, I guess. But how young were you though?
I was like 20, 21, like really young.
Okay, so it's like early adult.
Yeah,
right?
So like there was still room for improvement, but it was like his personality was like too much.
And now he's like, what are those friggin' instruments?
You know what's funny?
What are those instruments called? Mandolin.
The mandolin.
Yeah, he's like a pro mandolin player and like can do skateboard tricks.
What's funny is I think he actually popped into the stream one time.
Oh.
I'll tell you
that guy?
Yeah.
Okay, that was the guy.
He randomly. I haven't spoken to this person since we stopped seeing each other, and one day this year he popped into my stream. It was like, hey, it's me, and then I never saw him again.
That's who it was. I'm gonna call him Six Flags.
Six
Daryl.
Flags Daryl. That's not his name.
No, I know. I actually do. I actually think I remember what the name was.
But yeah, that was really weird.
That's very funny.
I was like, I don't think we're even friends on like Facebook or anything.
How did he find out?
I don't know. I'm like,
that's the spooky part.
We're not even social media connected, so I'm like
Season Pass Steve. Let's go.
Season Pass Steve. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if he does listen or watch this, he's gonna know. But
yeah. Hey,
sorry.
well, hey, Season Pass Steve. No offense to you. Hey, he was at least harmless.
Yes, of course.
Harmless,
nice guy.
Nice guy. I'm sure. I hope you're doing well.
Me too.
You're probably more interesting now than you were then.
Yeah.
And hey, good luck to you.
I really hope so.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No. It wasn't your fault.
It wasn't.
You can't help being boring.
Yeah.
If you're a boring person, you can't, like, yeah, I guess you can. But you'd have to be self-aware that you're boring.
Yeah, you have to know that you're boring. I think I'm boring, honestly.
Hey, sometimes I just run out of, like, energy to speak.
Yeah.
I'm just, like, and I just go silent, and it has nothing to do with, like, my mood. I just, like, can't bring myself to talk.
I just like being quiet.
And I feel boring in that moment, but, like, there's nothing wrong with that, though.
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
We have a year's worth of just, like, great times that, like, us being quiet for a little bit, I don't think hinders that.
No. There's nothing wrong with just not saying something, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to fill the space, like, with anyone, with people you care about and love. Like, you don't have to fill the space to prove that you're interested or that you're
interesting,
present, you know?
Yeah.
Or interesting, yeah. Sometimes it's better to not say anything.
The only time you have to do that is if you're recording a podcast.
Yes, which
then
is
you
crazy.
have to do it.
It's crazy that I've started a podcast and I feel that way. I'm like, actually, I don't like talking at all.
Well, that's the funniest part is both of us stream and both of us do this podcast. As a now permanent co-host on your podcast. Because I'm just like that too. I did a whole road trip with my uncle back in 2021 that I've talked about several times. It was a lovely road trip, and let me tell you, they chose the two quietest people in the family to be on this road trip because him and I didn't say it wasn't awkward. We had a lovely time. Him and I both look back on that trip with very fond feelings, and we had a great time. It was a nice bonding experience. We didn't say that much to each other.
Yeah.
The entire time.
And that's fine.
We were just kind of chilling in the car. It was great driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a healing experience.
It was so, and like there was the nature. The nature.
Especially when you're out there, it's so beautiful. You just want to focus on that and not.
Oh God, in BC.
Oh, I want to go so
BC.
bad.
That's where I want to live. I want to live in BC.
Yeah.
We got to get BC money.
We got to get BC money.
Because when we go to BC, you're not going to want to leave. I didn't want to leave. I was like, this is actually, I think, peak Earth.
I already know I would want to live there. Like, it's just so beautiful. And every movie is filmed there. Like, all the beautiful, like Twilight, all the mountains and...
Oh, did you say The Last of Us was filmed there?
Last of Us is filmed, I think, for sure in BC. It probably some in Vancouver, but I'm not
okay, so
sure.
yeah, so it's all BC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, like, if you look at any movie, like... Canada is like a huge filming hub, especially Vancouver.
Yeah, I see like Vancouver, so like they're probably traveling everywhere in BC if they're in Vancouver, because there's like a ton of beautiful mountain scapes they can look at, and yeah, that's gotta be good for filming. Also, I see a lot of Quebec in credits. What's going on in Quebec?
I don't know. There's some picturesque towns in Quebec for sure.
Didn't they burn down like last year?
Quebec?
Yeah, I think the fires came from Quebec.
Yeah, it's possible.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I think BC burned down too. My country's like burning down.
Yeah, you guys
I'm not super thrilled about it, but hey, if it's gotta happen, it's gotta happen, I guess.
It's gotta happen.
Hey.
Yeah, we don't really get that in the South, thankfully, but we do.
We've been pushing the smoke towards you guys.
We do get the air quality.
Yeah, we've been frigging you guys up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like not any like discoloration in the air like New York, how it was like
which was
Blade
weird,
Runner.
how it was like Blade Runner orange.
So crazy.
Why was it like that? Because we didn't have that in Toronto. We didn't have that anywhere.
Maybe it's like something when it carries the smoke, it like changes the color.
Maybe it was like because, yeah, I was in Edmonton during the peak of the fires, and yeah, it smelled like firewood everywhere. In our hotel room and like on the streets, like it smelled like fire the entire time we were there. And like we had a lot of air quality warnings in Toronto as well. At no point did it look that like it was like a slightly smoggy, as in like everything looked a little blurry in the distance.
Yeah.
And that was it. But it didn't get so bad where it was like orange. I think it was just maybe like it mixed with the pollution from New York.
Probably. That's probably right.
Yeah.
It was really cool. I loved seeing the photos from that, but that must have been so scary.
Yeah.
For people in New York.
Honestly, I would have been excited. That looks really cool.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like if the world's ending, then what else are you gonna do? You know?
Who cares?
Then just
At
enjoy
least
the view.
enjoy the spectacle. That's
Yeah.
why I kind of want the world to end in like a some kind of big visual thing. Like I want like a alien attack or something.
Yeah.
I want the sky to be like frigged up by
Rip open.
species. Yeah, ripped
Yeah.
open or something like that.
It
You know?
probably will.
With the and you can see the code in it.
Yeah. That would be crazy. I don't know what I would do.
Yeah, no, that'd be sick. That's how I want to go.
Yeah.
Noodle in the Twitch chat says Canada's always messing up Ohio. We get your winters, your smoke, and your rain. You're gonna blame us for the rain? The rain is crazy.
Rain.
You're gonna get rain anyway. I'll take the winters and the smoke because we'd be burning down our country for free.
True.
But you can
Rain.
we got your rain. How about that?
Yeah. We have gotten a little bit of rain here because there was a hurricane in Louisiana, so that carries all the way over, to the to Florida and stuff like that. But luckily, no bad weather.
Yeah, no, it's been quite pleasant. I kind of heard it last night. I've been having trouble sleeping, so I've been at night when I get too hot in the room, I'll come out here and I'll sleep on this couch for like a few hours. And last night I just had like the sound of I think the rain.
Yeah.
It sounded like it was raining quite
now
heavy.
There's crickets and it's really nice. Or cicadas. That's cicadas.
That's cicadas.
Oh, cicadas,
Ooh,
like,
let's
I
end the
love
podcast
that.
and go outside.
We probably will, but...
This is lovely.
Yeah, I love the sound of cicadas.
You hear them?
Oh, that's so nice.
Wait.
Wow.
Anyway.
I love that you guys can hear them.
That's beautiful and also sometimes bad, but in this case it's good.
Yeah. No, I love the sound of cicadas. It's so comforting. It just feels like summer to me.
Yeah, that's a great sound.
Me of that.
I used to think, I think I've said this on the podcast already, I used to think the sound of cicadas was coming from those green electrical boxes as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
I used to think it was like the sound of electricity going wee, 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 wah.
It's really sad when it gets to be like winter and it's just dead silent out. Like, wow, everything's really dead. Huh?
I really love that, actually.
It's like, yeah, it's nice. It's like calming, but at the same time, it's like, wow, the cicadas are dead.
My favorite thing, and this is definitely like a male privilege thing, is I love walking, like in the dead of night during like this like the heavy snowfall when it's like those giant flakes that are going straight down and there's nobody around and I'm just walking in the dead of night during winter and it's just
that's nice.
silence.
So peaceful.
I can only hear my footsteps. I can't hear anything else. People aren't really driving like that because it's snowy everywhere.
Right.
And it's just the best feeling. And I remember we had this massive snowstorm 2 years ago. We don't really get a lot of snow anymore. I know it's Canada. We don't really get snow like that anymore, unfortunately. Like you were over there many times. There was some snow falling, but nothing stuck to the ground.
Yeah.
Like nothing sticks anymore. But about 2 years ago, we had this massive snowfall, and it took out like public transit for like 2 days. Like there was buses on the side of the roads, and you couldn't really walk because it was like up to your waist. But I remember like that night when it was happening, I walked to my like the public track where I run because it's in the middle of this field, and I just sat on the bleachers in the middle of this storm, and it was like the best feeling. And then I like fell back into the snow. If anybody was around, I'd probably look like a weirdo. I would probably look like a weirdo, but for me, it was like a very like personal experience, and I was like very happy, and I just like fell back in the snow, and it was like so much snow that you can just fall back and not hit the ground and hurt yourself.
So nice.
And I just laid there looking at the sky when it was snowing, and I was like, it's like a little cold, but like overall, it's very nice. Usually, I feel like on those heavy snowfall nights, it's not even that cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but
that sounds lovely.
I love the winter.
I'd like to experience that.
We got to do that.
Hopefully this year it, snows. Not too much because I'll probably be driving up there, but hopefully while I'm there it snows and then it lets up.
I like how you only drive to Canada in the winter.
I know. Literally my first time being there in warm weather was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Up until then it was like winter weather.
But it was pretty warm there, right?
Oh, it was really warm.
Like we had a couple crisp days, which was nice. Like when you first got there, it felt like fall, but then it got pretty hot.
Then it got hot again. I was really excited because it's been so hot in the South, and then I got there and it was like in the 60s, and I was like, oh, yes, fall is here. And
Yeah.
then the next day it was like 85 degrees.
Yeah, I was like a little sorry. I actually only experienced summer here as well.
Actually,
Yeah.
ugh, I'm so sick of the heat. I know we're in Florida, but like, hopefully when I get back to Atlanta, it will actually be fall.
Yeah.
That's my hope.
I hope so too, because I've been drinking the pumpkin spice.
Yes,
You know.
we've been on the Tumpkin Tice.
Oh, the pumpkin lice.
The Tumpkin Lice.
Oh, I've been drinking that up.
Oh yeah.
That's good stuff.
I'm definitely a pumpkin girly. I love
I'm a
pumpkin
pumpkin
drinks.
girly.
I love pumpkin drinks.
Listen, that's my one white girl thing I can have. Okay, I want the
Okay.
pumpkin pies.
Spice from the pumpkin. That's
Yeah,
right.
give me the pumpkin pies.
I love it. We got pumpkin spice creamer in the fridge.
We got a
You already know.
pumpkin.
We got pumpkin. Yeah.
Ooh.
We came up with this. Yeah, I'm gonna.
How
yeah,
are
I'm
we
gonna
going
talk
to
about it.
articulate this?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about it because yeah. So we've been playing Fields of Mystria, but we've been listening to the Stardew Valley soundtrack because
Well, we have our setups side by side because
Yeah.
Mystria isn't a multiplayer game.
right.
So like you're playing on the TV, I'm playing on my laptop.
Mm-hmm.
But like we don't want to have one person's audio overpowering the other. So we're just listening to music on the speaker, the Bluetooth speaker in the room.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been the Stardew Valley soundtrack, which is normally very, very lovely.
Yes, normally it is lovely, but when you play Fields of Mystria for like 3 hours and you hear the same like Stardew tracks over and over again, at least for me, I start to make up my own little songs and
Stories and scenarios.
and stories and scenarios, and
And full
obviously
theatrical productions.
like a as if it's a play. There's a character in a play. Like it's like, oh, this is the reprise of this other song. But you know, we have a really stupid sense of humor.
I feel like my biggest struggle with telling this story is not the content. That's fine. I feel like it's how am I going to articulate this in a tangible way?
That
Let
like
me-
other adults will understand.
I have to strategize telling this story.
I don't think there's any way. You know, like I feel like our jokes, like you have to be there for them to hit. Like we always say that like we should be recording at all times because otherwise like our jokes are just not gonna hit at all.
Yeah.
But to us it's like the funniest thing in the world.
We were losing our mind last night.
Yeah, well, like, okay, so there's if you know the Saloon song, it's like this like dun 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 dun, dun. It's like a little piano, like it sounds like a
little
saloon.
piano ditty.
It sounds like a little saloon song, right? And so I came up with this character. I don't know if you even call it a character, but your mother. Okay, I'm just gonna come out and say it's a little piece of poop.
Yeah, the whole song. She comes up with this, and you know, I would throw my little line in there once in a while, but it's primarily a U production.
It's a what do they call
the
it?
life cycle, the life and death / feelings of a little piece of poop that's stuck.
What do you call it when it's like a live version of an inanimate object? Is that what you would call it? Yeah, so it's an inanimate piece of poop.
Yeah.
Right? Inanimate. That doesn't sound like animated.
No, inanimate.
Inanimate?
Yeah, it means like not real, like an object.
Okay, yeah, so it's an inanimate piece of poop.
It's
Little
stuck.
piece of poop.
I'm just a little piece of poop that's stuck.
If you know the melody of the Saloon song, it's like da 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 da. And so we're playing Fields of Mystery. Da, 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 da. We're playing Fields of Mystria, and so I start. There's a little intro like dun 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 dun, dun, and it gives you a little 4 count before the like melody hits. And so when the melody hits, I'm like, I'm a piece of poop. I'm stuck to your butt. A little piece of poop. You can't wipe me away, or something like that.
Can't wipe me away.
Can't wipe me away.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And
that happened.
Then we started going through every single track, and creating all this lore about his brother Sean.
Like a full play. His gay brother Sean.
But he's like in denial about it. But he's cool with it.
Big gay Sean is what we call him.
And he's like, no, it's regular Sean.
He's like, his whole thing is like people Like there's a song where everyone's like Big Gay Sean, and he's like
Regular
Sean.
Regular
like he
Sean.
keeps having to correct people.
And they're like, "What do you mean by regular?" He's like, "No, I'm cool with it.
No, there's nothing wrong with it.
I'm saying that I'm not." Anyway, this is the whole story of it.
So take with that what you will. I can't go into it anymore because I feel like I'll get canceled if I try to explain yeah. But anyways, I'm in the presence of 5th graders in adult bodies. That is the perfect way to describe us. We are literal children in adult bodies. And we're cracking up every second of every day.
Oh my goodness.
And like another funny thing that happened that we came up with yesterday was, if you know Lisa from Blackpink, she's like the most perfect human specimen in the world. Like
she runs the cult that we're in.
Yeah. We're obsessed with her. She's perfect in every way. She just won a VMA. She performed. She was amazing.
Let's get her a second one.
Yeah. She is like one of the best dancers in the game. Like she's a professional first and foremost. And so she did this like this show where she mentored other dancers that wanted to be K-pop idols. And if you just YouTube Lisa mentor, the video will come up, and the thumbnail for this video is her just like.
Yeah, so like she has this ridiculously high standard of her dancers, right? Which is because like her dancing is clean. It's like it's flawless. There's no mistakes at all, and her dancers have to be exactly the same because they reflect on her.
Right.
And so like, although she seems very sweet in a lot of these interviews and stuff, it's not until you see this that you're like, okay, when it comes down to her craft, her art, that's when she doesn't play.
Yeah.
All right. So she's like, there's all these aspiring dancers that are like dancing their little heart out.
They do their numbers. They have to remember. It's kind of like American Idol, where they're in groups and they have to perform together. And so they'll all perform in their groups, and she'll give them critiques and tell them what they did wrong. Like as they're dancing, she'll be like, "Stop. You didn't do this. Why didn't you do this?
What is wrong?
Why aren't you smiling?
Yeah, why aren't you smiling?
And
you should smile more."
It's very intense, and she like outside of that, like she's such a sweet person and like is so smiley, but when she's in that zone, like she's so intense.
When she's in business mode, it's business mode.
And so
you're so brave for going into all these bits and trying to explain them.
I mean, I just I just try.
Yeah, hey.
I'm trying to let people into our world because we can't always record.
It's an intricate world.
Yeah.
But the whole bit here is like every time they're doing a new dance move, and she'll like stop them to do like a new thing.
A note.
A new note. Raise your arm up. Tighter. Move it in.
Yeah. You're not doing it right.
You're not doing it right. So it became this whole thing of like, she increases the punishment, you get the bucket of bees. What?
Yeah. And then she just has a lever, and it like, whenever you mess up, it drops you into a bear pit. And so you'll be dancing. And we had a specific bit about a dancer coming in like for the first time, and her being like, "Hello." And the dancer's like, "Hi," and then she just hits the lever and she drops into the bear pit.
Like they didn't say hi, right?
Yeah, she didn't say hi, right?
And then she's like, "Oh,
bear.
Oops, I actually didn't mean to pull the lever that time."
Like, "Oh, I actually regret that."
Oh, I actually feel bad about that one. Oh,
but it's too late.
When he was falling into the bear pit, I accidentally caught eye contact, and now it's real.
I kind of felt bad about that.
Kind of gonna eat me up at night, probably.
Okay, next line.
Next line.
Next line.
Line. When I say hi, you say hello. Or was it the other way around?
Yeah. I can't remember now.
Whatever one I say, you say.
Yeah. Just always remember. Just know what I'm thinking.
So this is the various bits that we've been doing.
Yeah. That I wish we could include you guys in, but it just.
But you just can't. You're not part of it.
You're not part of it. No, we just cannot record. Like, I wish we just had a camera crew that followed us around, because like when it's happening, you can't just whip out a camera and start recording, because then it loses the magic.
It does.
You know?
Chat, we're going to try to, and also listeners, we'll try to include you in as much funny stuff as we can. But the reality is we're celebrating our 1 year.
Yes.
So we have the bits.
Yeah, so the bits are ours. But also, like, these things happen when we're just mindlessly playing
Because
a
like
video game.
I'm sitting like this
Yeah.
playing Mysteria. I'm just a little piece of poop. And that's how entertaining. Like we're not sitting up and being engaging or anything like that.
Okay, content time.
Content time.
It
time
happens
to game
when
up.
we're not even like conscious.
Yeah.
You know? I hate that. I hate that for other people. For us, it's great.
For us, it's fine.
Yeah.
We still get to laugh about it.
We have
You want this?
Yeah, we have an unlimited amount of things to laugh about because we can recall all of the bits that we have. You know, like that is so special.
I think that's very special.
That's like honestly.
I think the total of our sense of humor and our bits, because we always have every single time like we get to visit in person, or even just call, but mainly when we visit in person we have a new bit.
Yeah.
And that's like my favorite part.
Me too.
Yeah.
All that to say, not to be sappy, but find you somebody like that who you can have endless bits with and laugh with, and just like to literally I don't laugh as hard as I do when I'm with you in person. Like Discord, yeah, but like in person, my sides are split
every single time.
I do not laugh as hard as when I'm with you.
No, I feel like that's my favorite part, and it's hard to choose just one. My favorite part about you is how funny you are.
You too.
And that you make me laugh.
You've made it very clear that you will not date somebody that's not funny.
I will not date someone who's not funny.
So I'm like, I know I made it.
No, have I told you? The first person I was with, and she doesn't have any online presence as far as I know. We're not mutuals on anything. I haven't spoken to this person since I was like 16. But I broke up with her because she was unfunny. And that's kind of messed up to do.
Well, it's like if you value humor and somebody doesn't value humor, then it just doesn't work out.
It just doesn't work out. And that's just how it was when I was 16. And honestly, I feel like I haven't changed much. You got to be funny.
You don't really change stuff like that.
No, that's like a core value for me.
Yeah, me too.
I really value funny people. Even in job interviews, I was asked like, what type of people would you hire? And I said, I like funny people.
Period.
Yeah.
Yeah, who doesn't want a fun work environment? That's true, because, like, I don't know. We're especially having to work with people that aren't funny.
Well, that's the thing. I just found myself, people are thinking that's probably a crazy thing to say during a job interview. It wasn't. And first of all, I got the job. I answered that answer and I got the job.
Makes you stand out. That's an answer that makes you stand out.
Makes you stand out. And also I was able to justify it. I said, listen, someone's funny, then people want to work with that person. They boost morale. And when people are excited to work with this person, they're excited to come to work.
Exactly.
They're excited to, I don't know, the productivity is increased if you're happy to be there. And it's all starts with like the people you work with.
Exactly.
So
I agree with that 100%. And
That's
just
true.
in life, surround yourself with people that make your sides hurt from laughing, because that's at the end of the day, that's kind of all we got, you know.
I think all my friends are funny.
Yeah.
I've been getting pictures from my friends. Buttered Smuffin, who sometimes pops up in the chat.
Yeah.
Shout out to Michael. He's been sending me pictures that are making me laugh all the time.
Yeah. And that's such an important friend to have.
Yeah.
I got something like that too. It's just like those types of friends too, like you could live on opposite sides of the country, and then when, you know, you're together, it's like no time has passed.
Oh, I love that.
Because that humor is so core to those types of relationships, because like you're sending each other funny pictures and videos, and it keeps that, you know, connection solid. I think, at least. So that's very important. And I guess if you don't value humor and that works for you, okay. Just like for me personally, I couldn't live that way.
No.
Like I would be so depressed if I wasn't surrounded by people that made me laugh.
Yeah. That's the most important thing.
I also come from a family where like our sense of humor is exactly like ours. It's really stupid.
Yeah.
And so that's a really important quality to me. And I think it is to Chad as well.
I think so too.
You wouldn't be here otherwise, I don't think.
I feel like my comedy, being funny was so important to me as a kid.
Yeah.
Like I remember Cypress Beetle and I, my cousin and I, we were like best friends growing up, and her and I would just be constantly trying to make each other laugh.
Yeah.
We'd be like reenacting funny scenes in movies. We were big fans of like Austin Powers, Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, yeah.
Those were like our favorites. Like even Actually, my picture of her, our names for each other in our phones. Hers is Harry and mine is Lloyd.
Oh, that's
And
cute.
we have the pictures of the two of them. And there's Cypress Beetle right now, actually talking to you right now. But yeah, we were constantly like reenacting scenes from funny movies, or like we even had our own little podcast before they were called podcasts. We called it. This doesn't make any freaking sense. We had a radio show called Sand and Bee Video Show.
Oh, that's cute.
And we would do like different segments. We would do skits. We would do commercials. We would record commercials for it. We would do interviews. Oh my god. Okay, first of all, we were very creative kids. We would do interviews with voice actors, but we would record their responses off the TV.
Oh.
We would find their responses, and we would make it sound like it's an actual interview.
That's amazing.
And we just had a stupid little audio recorder thing. Like, it wasn't even high end. We were doing this on cassette tapes.
That's
and
so
I really
funny.
want to find... I think I still have them, and I gotta find them.
I hope you do. I hope you can find that, because that's so amazing.
Yeah, so if I find them, I'm sure they haven't held up. But, like, yeah. So, like, that has remained the most important thing, is being funny. And I think that's why it's so special being with you all the time. Yeah.
One of my favorite things that my dad would do growing up, and he still kind of does it, but like on the commercial breaks, he would mute the audio and he would like dub over.
I love that.
Which like dubbing is still a super popular thing to do, but like I used to think it was so funny when he would do it, because he's kind of like got a Jim Carrey kind of vibe to him. Like he's got a really good sense of humor. But,
that's peak funny, is the muting the TV and dubbing
oh my
the
gosh,
commercials.
it used to kill me.
That's so friggin' funny.
Noodle says, I always say that laughter keeps you young. Not to get political, but that's probably why Kamala Harris looks like she's in her 40s. Yeah, she looks good.
She's almost 60?
Yeah, she looks really good.
She looks fantastic.
She's hilarious.
Yeah.
I loved watching Neo play Resident Evil 4 while I narrated it.
We would do that too. We would play games together. We played these single player games, and we would like create characters and storylines that were not part of like the game. And like that was oh god.
I love that.
I love fun.
Me too. I love fun too.
Like, no offense to Six Flags Steve.
No offense.
But you gotta be a little fun.
Like he was silly and goofy, but it was like not in the way that like you are.
Yeah.
I just compare everyone to you because you're perfect, but it was cringe in like a trying to be funny kind of way.
Yeah. I always feel bad when people aren't funny, because I can tell they want to be funny.
It's so sad for them.
Don't be sorry to me.
Do not be sorry to me. You need to be sorry. That's from the Lisa video.
That's from the Lisa. Do not be sorry to me. Be sorry to your friends. Be sorry to your friends.
You do not need to be sorry to me.
Who are all in the bear pit.
Yeah. There's only one guy left, and he's just like, my friends.
My friends.
Be sorry to your friends. They're gone.
Oh, shoot.
Me and my brother used to crack each other up on 3DS voice recorders.
Oh, and you can like change the voice and stuff.
It's universal, dude.
It's universal.
It's universal.
Anyway, surround yourself with funny people, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's the takeaway. Just be funny. Surround yourself with funny people, and you'll live to your 150.
If you're getting ads, you're just gonna have to watch on YouTube. Tomorrow. Or it might be, if not tomorrow, then...
It'll be tomorrow. I'll get it all done tonight.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll play Mystery while you do that.
Yeah. And I will join you shortly afterwards, because I need my fix every single day.
Every single day. All I want to do right now is just play Fields of Mystery.
Well, now you're hitting the early access ending point where
I've been too efficient in my Fields of Mystery playthrough, and now I'm starting to do like I'm decorating my farm because like I've run out of content.
Well, I almost need that because I get so distracted by like, oh, you need to fish, you got to do the mine. Oh, but you also have to romance people. That stresses me out. So I can't wait to get to that point where I can focus on like one thing, like my house or the aesthetic of my farm. Because right now I'm just like, I have to like put my hand in different things, you know. But what's the weather like here? It is in the high 80s.
So it's like it feels like 30 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, it's very warm. It just got.
It's not too terrible, but like
Yeah.
I would say 30. It feels like maybe even a little hotter.
Yeah.
Like 33.
It's gotten less humid since we've been here. Like today was really nice.
Yeah, last night it was so humid that when I came out to sleep on the couch because it was too hot in there.
Because I here to sleep on the couch. No, he just like he gets really hot. Like we have different body temperatures completely.
I'm always running warm. Like
yeah, he's always
I'm boiling
warm.
right now.
I'm always cold.
So I was just like, I need to just like come out here, some open air. It's a little cooler out here, but like the front door over there was like covered
Wet.
in condensation. Yeah, it was brutal. So yeah.
It's very humid in Florida, unfortunately, but I feel like it's getting a little bit better, but still,
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Just gotta make a Chef Boyardee about it.
Yeah, which that's what we're having Chef Boyardee for dinner because we know we're gonna spend so much money at Disney tomorrow. So like we're like Chef Boyardee.
You don't really have a choice because like the food's so expensive there. It's not that like time to spend the money at Disney. I'm not even buying anything. It's just like eating there is expensive.
Yeah,
you have to eat.
Having one meal.
And you can't bring in your own stuff. They don't let you.
You can.
What?
Yeah, you can bring your own food.
Okay, we might bring a food then.
You can bring yeah, you can bring food in.
Okay.
Or to bring Chef Boyardee into Disney World.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
You can bring like sandwiches and stuff. We could do that.
We can bring
get like a Subway or something and bring it. It's gonna be early though.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Yeah. Smoke a little can of Boyardee and yeah, they would love that.
Because last time we almost forgot to eat.
Yeah.
We had so much fun that we only ate a single time and it was like near the end of the night.
We barely drank any water. It was so bad.
We didn't do too bad.
We didn't do too bad, but
we
still,
went through a few bottles of water.
It's always so dehydrating there. Like you're getting 30,000 steps in. You're not drinking enough water. Oh, sorry, the stream just like crackled. I think it's okay.
Okay.
I'm recording separately, so it doesn't matter. But make sure it's secure on the rides though. Yeah, I'm gonna have the Chef Boyardee can with me on the rides. But yeah, we're gonna try to be more conscious about water and stuff. But
well, yeah, we'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
But
yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little vacation episode. We'll be doing another one before we leave town.
Yeah, I hope you all enjoy your vacation as well.
Yes.
From us regularly streaming.
Yeah. Hope you're enjoying your vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be doing another one probably on. Will you leave Sunday?
22nd.
Is
so
that Sunday?
I think that's a Sunday. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do it like Friday or Saturday, depending on what's going on.
Yeah, we'll do a second one. We'll try to do it outside. We were trying to today.
Mm-hmm.
We'll figure out the setup, but we might do an outside one.
We will figure it out. But yeah, it was good to see everybody. If you're listening in the future, Spotify or YouTube, thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, hope everyone has a great week. Stay hydrated, stay cool. If you need to stay cool.
With a nice cold Coca-Cola.
With a nice cold Coca-Cola. Let's get a cheers in there. And we love you guys.
Love you.
Have a good week, everybody. We'll see y'all soon. Hold on one second.
Wait,
but I... And
okay, bye.
Okay, bye.